Alrighty, my name is Ryan Callanan, and today I will be presenting a mini lesson on the sport known as badminton. To provide an introduction on the sport, can be played in pairs or singles. It's on a rectangular surface with a high net separating it halfway. Players are given a small racket and a shuttlecock to hit back and forth between one another. The objective is to land the ball on the other side of the opposing team without them hitting it. If you do this, you are rewarded with a point. However, if you land it on the outside of the playing grounds, they receive a point. I believe this game is very beneficial to physical education, as it's not only a fun and active way to learn, but it also creates a number of beneficial skills such as communication, team building, hand-eye, overall movement, and health benefits. The game is also something that students can take past the physical education classroom and use it in their everyday lives or even as they get older, just to promote health. In terms of the history, its origins come from India, but the game that we have all known as modern badminton was founded from the Duke of Belfort out of England in the year 1873. It has grown tremendously since then, and it is now an aspect that you can use in physical education, rehabilitation plans, and even professional sports. As of the summer of 1992, the Olympic Games have added badminton to their sport or to their activity. There are many young rising stars because of this now, such as Gabby Adcock. There's many generational legends, even some would say, in Lin Dan. The game has evolved so much that they now have the World Federation, or the Badminton World Federation, as well as many college clubs that make it accessible to older college kids. In terms of my main objective for this lesson, students will be able to maintain consistent contact of the shuttlecock throughout a gameplay. If they're able to do this, that shows me that they have the proper mechanics. Some of my learning objectives stand in a development of hand-eye coordination, body coordination, communication, team building skills, the proper grip, and understanding and ability to do the movements or mechanics of a movement in a swing. In terms of the rules, it's 4 players, 2 to a team. They stand on opposite sides. As I mentioned earlier, you need to hit the ball inbounds on the ground on the opposite side to score a point for your team. There are some player conduct rules. You're not allowed to step over the other team's line or touch the net. This can lead to a point deduction. In terms of your equipment, you will need the light rackets. I have 16 of them, as that's the number of students I have. I have 18 shuttlecocks, as you can never not be prepared. You gotta have some extra. You will need a high net similar to volleyball, a rectangular playing surface, and closed-toed shoes for participants. In terms of the essential skills and techniques, I have started with grip. You properly place the handle in your hand, wrap the fingers, wrap the thumb, and it makes an almost V mark right there. In terms of the footing, you want to stand feet shoulder width apart. You step as the ball's coming towards you, and it kind of goes off dominant hand. If you're right hand dominant, you step with the right foot. If you're left hand dominant, you step with the left foot. In terms of the actual swing itself, for the forehand, you're moving this way. You want your head of the racket facing where the shuttlecock is coming. The movement is more of a flick of the wrist rather than a whole swing with the body. The same goes for backhand. It's just vice versa. You're just here, you step with the dominant foot, and you flick the wrist with the head of the racket facing where the ball's coming from. In terms of serving, you have your back foot on the out of bounds line. You toss the shuttlecock above your head and use your elbow as a flicking motion forward. It's very light and it flies very well, so you don't have to worry about hitting it too hard. As long as you use the right mechanics and hit it square, it'll go. In terms of teacher observation, I will be looking at gameplay, observing a number of attributes such as understanding and ability to perform proper grips and foot positioning, ability to perform the proper swing techniques, ability to understand those techniques, ability to make consistent contact, teamwork and communication, willingness and want to take part in the activity, as well as ability to follow gameplay. For my feedback and encouragement, I will be continuously talking to students one-on-one throughout the lessons, providing extra help where I see needed, also giving them the opportunity to ask me if they're worried about anything. I will also bring the class together for group discussions to kind of cover what I saw for the day, and again, give them the opportunity to say what they think we need to work on or maybe what they feel we're struggling on. Badminton is extremely relevant to physical education due to the overall health and motor skills that it promotes. It keeps students active while enhancing their hand-eye coordination, movement, and team building skills. In addition to this, it is an attribute that they can take on after their physical education experience and use in their everyday lives.